Welcome back to another Sooner Pro Gaming and Rafe Pro podcast, where we talk about financial literacy. We teach you about finances. So we're gonna pick up where we left off from reading some things that we have wrote. You know what I'm saying? So financial wealth building. It's a piece of paper. So we're going to pick up where we left off, and we left off at what is a wealth mindset? You guys know what is a wealth mindset? It says, if you dig deeper into the stories of wealthy people, you'll notice a pattern. Rarely will a wealthy person be able to boil down their success to a single miraculous moment. Instead, they'll cite their mindset as the biggest reason for their prosperity. A wealth mindset is a set of beliefs, habits, and behaviors that separates the wealthy from the rest. A wealth mindset will guide you to make the most of the money you have, but it doesn't come easy. It says a wealth mindset means spending less, making wise investments, and looking for ways to improve financial standing with minimal risk. The good news is that with a little dedication, anyone can develop this mindset. So remember that you need to start building and learning the traits of a wealthy mindset. Have a mindset to build wealth and to retain it and hold it. You see what I'm saying? It says, what is a poor mindset? The antithesis of a wealth mindset is a poor mindset. Most who have this poor mindset don't realize they have it. A poor mindset is any of the following: thinking that earning money is wrong, that it can be done without effort, that you'll never climb out the pit of debt, or that you just don't have the special sauce it takes to increase your cash flow. This mindset undermines your money goals and will actively drive wealth away from you unless you work to counteract it. It says, set goals, be patient, persevere. Very few wealthy people became rich overnight. Building wealth is a slow process. It says, Facebook didn't turn Mark Zuckerberg into a billionaire. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook with his hard work and dedication, then reaped the benefits of his labor. Don't pin your hopes of achieving wealth on risky get-rich schemes or get-rich-quick ventures and things like that. It says, set a goal for how much you are going to save each month. More importantly, make sure that you plan, you create for your. That you plan, you create yourself is reasonable and stick to it. It says, make sure that the plan you create for yourself is reasonable and you stick to it. We're going to read it one more time. It says, make sure that the plan you create for yourself is reasonable and you stick to it. It says, the purpose of a budget is to examine your expenses and look for areas where you can cut or eliminate costs. This process might require you to make some difficult choices, like switching to cheaper versions of products or avoiding luxuries altogether. It says, how long does it take to develop a wealth mindset? The best part of developing a wealth mindset is that you can start immediately by education, strategizing, then action. The key is to start small and tackle bite-sized goals first. These small investments build up over time and further your progress towards your wealth goals like compound interest. Within months, weeks, or even days, your wealth goals will be on the fast track to success. Make it happen, family. Make it happen. It says there's no simple formula to follow for wealth. Maybe you'll have a brilliant idea and see it through. Perhaps you'll start a business with a great co-founder. Perhaps, like most of us, you'll work hard, but save smart and invest your way into riches. At the end of the day, everyone has to take the route that's right for them. However, those who make it to the end will be the individuals who are able to develop and stick to the wealth mindset. It says tuning up and training your mind. That's what we need. Like a car need a good tune up, you know what I'm saying? Get that good motor in them and you keep them tuned up, you keep them tight. Race cars, they got a pit where they go in. You got to change your tires. From just going around the track, they get racing tires get bald quick. So that's what it takes for me, and you got to do that to your mind, tuning up your mind and training your mind. It says, one might ask, how does a person tune up their mind? Simply, just feed your mind the information it needs to solve the desired outcome. If you're focused on being financially successful, learn how to become financially successful. Excuse me. It says, he said, yeah, right. It says, that's easy for us to say. But if it was that simple, you wouldn't need to tune your mind up on another level that it requires for one to truly build wealth that will remain productive for 99 years or more. We're talking being financially wealthy. To put it in the simplest terms, we're trying to build an abundance of valuable possessions or money over the course of our lives that will allow generations of our inheritance to prosper even while we're long and gone laying at rest. Sources share with us that wealth measures the value of all assets of worth owned by a person, community, company, or a country. We get up in the AM, strictly based around making a living for our families and to live a good life, one would say. Our minds are always running like a car engine, always on the go. We could look at it like that. A car needs gas or electric to even drive. Then it seems like a gazillion other little pieces to run at top speed. Like we was talking about tuning it up, maintenance and things like that. And over time it needs a tune-up so that it can continue to run good. You catch the drift? Our minds are much better created. All our minds require is sound sleep, water, and food to generate and things. It says, our minds are much better created than a car or a vehicle or anything man can create with his own hands. It says, all our minds require is sound sleep, water, and food to generate, and these things require minimum effort. Next, you feed your mind the information it needs to do whatever it needs to be done. Training your mind isn't no easy task. When a piece of the mind is working against us, a piece of our mind and the side of our mind is at war with the other side. It's, like them cartoons got. You used to watch the good cartoons back in the days. You have an angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. Within you, that's within you. So it says, master yourself, stay humble, and always be quick to self-check. We're in charge of our lives. You see what I'm saying? And our behaviors as well. It says, admit to yourself when you aren't right as you may think you are. You know what I'm saying? Admit to yourself when you aren't as right as you may think. Adjust to conform in the proper form to live a rich life. Build positive relationships. Can you bring positive energy into your life? First off, people would rather not deal or associate in a negative environment with a bunch of negative-minded people. Flexibility. Having flexibility is the key that opens doors that will allow you out of a negative situation or negative environment without causing you any trouble, pain, or financial losses. Don't be the person that makes a silly decision that could cost you a lot of time or unwanted mishaps or cost you some money. It says never respond or react right off to a negative situation. Remain calm and silent and listen well. Your next move is to control the situation with positivity. Keep a calm body posture and don't raise your voice. Try and see if you can feel why the other person or parties may be feeling negative or wants to be on the opposite side of you. Be sincere with your words. Let them know that you're not against them and you only want to do business in humble manners. Realizing wealth building is only creating and storing up assets. We shouldn't distort good relationships on the behalf of financial gains. Having good morals makes winner. Once we fix our mind to withstand and conquer, we're ready for the fun part of the journey. Learning the basics of finances. This is an example of how we can tune our mind up in some aspect that will help us become financially wealthy. Our youth should make this a priority when coming up in school. Pay attention and take notes. Finances is the study of applying specific value to things we own, services we use, and decisions we make. We're training our mind to work for us by giving it the proper information to process. It handles situations in a different manner than the norm. You make better decisions with handling your money and the things you own and oversee that whole value. Let's say you want to start your journey off simple, with low startup costs and a chance to own assets of value within your estate. Having financial knowledge allows one to own shares of a stock in corporate companies. Understand the process of buying and selling property, the pros and cons of buying and selling entire corporations, as well as manage your personal household finances. You don't need to break the bank or spend years learning the basics of managing finances. Many of us wise guys and gals should pretty much have a proper understanding of paying bills and receiving a paycheck. There you have finances in a nutshell. In financial terms, this process of paying and receiving money is called cash flows. Yeah, so that's just another part of this section, you know what I'm saying? So always, have a wealth mindset, try to, if you got a poor mindset, try to and analyze that, acknowledge that, and immediately, get that out of your mindset. You see what I'm saying? Understand how long it takes to develop a wealth mindset. Make it happen. Keep tuning up your mind. Train your mind. Build positive relationships. Learn the basics of finances. And then the next topic, we're going to get into understanding percentages while building wealth. So we always have to think in percentages on a scale of wealth building and just managing and things like that. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Rave Pro, Sooner Pro Gaming Channel. This is the podcast. Thank you guys for viewing and watching, and we'll see you on the next one.